What up, y'all? So, real quick, here at the gym, I think this is something that everybody can resonate with. Maybe not everybody. So, here's the thing about me. I'm someone, I don't like settling for like just the norm, just like what everyone feels like is possible. Like, I'm somebody I've always wanted to kind of like push the limits, push the barrier, and because of that, I personally have experienced flashes of greatness in almost everything that I've tried or attempted, right? Like whether it be when I used to play the saxophone and piano for a little bit, whether it be basketball, playing D1 ball, playing, professional ball for a couple years, in school, having a 3.8 GPA while being a, student athlete. In the gym, got to points where I'm, bench pressing 315, squatting 465, right? Like in social media, like YouTube, I had a channel and had a video that was like 40,000 views, and my Instagram got to like 30,000 followers. And then I, joined a network marketing company. I was doing network marketing, and then it's like you built a team across the country, and I mean, I've literally experienced flashes of greatness in every area. And the thing is, if you're watching this, I'm almost certain you've experienced some flashes of greatness in the things that you've tried as well. You may have experienced more greatness than me or less greatness than me, but you've experienced it. And you've gotten to these moments where you're like, oh, I could be kind of good at this. The challenge is, there's a difference between flashes of greatness and sustained greatness. Like I'll say to this point in my life, I don't feel like personally I've experienced sustained greatness, right? Right? If you're watching this, you may have tried something. Maybe you went down a career path, or you were doing really well, or let's say you were trying to be I'm in a gym, right? An online fitness coach, and it went well for like the first 18 months, right? Or, you were in car sales, I don't know, and it was going well for like the first, 9 months or 24 months. And then like you hit this wall, and you're like, maybe this just is not for me. Or maybe, I was trying to be a professional singer, and it was going well. And when I was a kid, I was like experiencing these flashes of greatness. And then once I got into the world of, music, professional music, and all that stuff, maybe it just wasn't for me. Or maybe, watch this, maybe this is just not sustainable, right? Maybe, I don't know, maybe network marketing is just not sustainable. Or maybe being a professional athlete is just not sustainable. Or maybe being a singer is just not sustainable. Or maybe whatever it is. What I've realized is not that this stuff that you want to do, the dreams that you have, that you want to pursue, that you think that one thing that you would pursue if you were unafraid, it's not that thing's not sustainable. Hey, that career is just not sustainable. It's just not realistic, man. Like the idea of you being a famous rapper, that's just not realistic. It's not that it's not realistic. It's not that it's not sustainable. The question that you have to ask yourself, and the question I have to ask myself, are we sustainable? Because here's the thing. There are people that are living sustainable lives as rappers. I know. There's people living sustainable lives as YouTube influencers. There's people living sustainable lives as yoga instructors, or as professional athletes, or whatever dream you have. I don't know. But we have to be careful not to categorize something that doesn't seem sustainable in a season as something that's not sustainable. What I've learned through all the experiences in my life and all the different things I've attempted and tried, every single thing that I've attempted and tried, someone has succeeded massively in. Basketball, LeBron James, right? Network marketing, Patrick Bet-David, Ed Milet, right? Jim Rohn, right? Let's see, basketball, network marketing, YouTube, Mr. Beast. Come on. Every single thing that you want to do on this planet. Because here's what I've learned. Unless you've got this deep, innate intuition, and this, like, you just have these flashes of ideas, and and you're just coming up with things that have never been created before, which is okay, because as human beings, the most powerful thing that we can do is create new things, right? You look at innovation in the world, and you know, the Walmart, Sam Walton, right? Or you know, you don't have to love him, but Elon Musk, right? Or Jeff Bezos. These are all people that have created something that was never in existence before they stepped foot on this planet, right? So we all as human beings, that's like the most powerful version of us. But maybe you haven't tapped into that part of you yet, right? So that means that everything that you have a desire to do is something that you've probably been exposed to before. Like, I wanted to play basketball because I was exposed to what? Watching Michael Jordan, watching Derrick Rose and these different guys, right? Maybe you want to be a YouTube influencer because you've seen guys like, you know, Mr. Beast, or I remember videography, Casey Neistat, and these different guys. Like, I was like, man, that's such a cool thing, right? Maybe you want to be a doctor because you've seen Ben Carson, or you've seen these different people, or maybe you watched the Grey's Anatomy. Whatever, most of the things that we want to do is because we've been exposed to it, or it's this deep idea that just came to us that we, you know, we're like genius type level of intuition, right? But most of us, this is something we've been exposed to, which means that a human being has succeeded at it. And the thing is, that human being had the same exact doubts that you had about that thing, or living life that way, or building that whatever. The only difference is the people who decide that it's not that thing that's not working. When we finally accept that anything I want to try is sustainable and possible, that's the moment that we realize we're the ones that are not sustainable right now. We're the ones that have not been implementing sustainable principles. And that's why this stuff seems like it's not successful in our lives. And so once we accept that, that's when we can finally change. And we can stop falling into this trap of, oh, yeah, I know that sounds good, but that's not possible. No, man. You know, one of the last thing I'll leave you guys with is this. I believe the worst thing to do in life is to live life without hope or a dream or a vision of what's possible, right? You've heard the verse, right? Where there is no vision, the people perish. If you ever met someone who's apathetic, maybe you've gone through a season of depression, maybe you've gone through a season of just dark moments, and it's hard to see that light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, the reason why life seems tough is because there's a lack of vision, or there's a dream that's not alive. That's why America is so powerful. 50 million immigrants, people coming to America. Why? It's because of the dream and the hope of what's possible. The American dream, okay? If there's no dream within you, within your spirit, you will never become the best version of yourself, because the best version of yourself is the version of yourself that's pursuing a bigger dream, one that is bigger than what you can rationalize with your logical mind. And so I truly believe that hell on earth is buying the lie that your dreams are not possible. Your dreams are possible. Yeah, that crazy one, the one that if you said it, people would look at you like you're crazy, the one that if you had no fear, if you had all the courage in the world, you would pursue it, but you're not pursuing it because deep down you're afraid, and that fear is manifesting itself as excuses of the circumstances of why you can't do it. Buying that fear and that lie is deciding to live hell on earth. And I refuse to do it. And I refuse to allow the people that I'm around accept less than their best. Meaning, if you're around me, I'm going to challenge myself to be the best version of myself. And when you're around me, you're gonna feel really uncomfortable being around me because I'm gonna challenge you as well. Or we're just not gonna be around each other. Because I truly believe that this life is meant to be lived. This life is not meant to just survive. It's meant to thrive. And we all have the ability to do so. We just need to be exposed to maybe a couple people that are doing it that we can relate to, because if they can do it, so can we. So with that being said, hope this helps, and yeah, that's all I got. Peace.